shows up. He's like, "Where'd everybody go?"
They're gonna be in a fedora with a raincoat.
He's basically gonna be dressed up like someone from the Matrix.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check the audio real quick. Testing,
Sure.
testing. Testing. Okay. I sound fine. Don't know about you guys because I'm getting a commercial right now, so I'm waiting.
Good old pre-roll.
Yeah, man.
They're gonna be in a fedora with a
Turtle talk.
La 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 la.
Alright, I'm gonna check the audio real quick. Testing. Okay. Everything sounds good to me.
Alright.
Alright. Give me 1 second to get some stuff. You still trying to get into Roll20?
I am.
Okay.
It takes a while.
Yeah,
It ended up working, but it just
it's
took a while.
slow as heck.
Yeah, like something with the servers or something.
We can go over to my school knockoff project. I don't recommend it. There's a lot of bugs.
Hey,
But it was
all
a
that
great
matters is that
project.
you delivered a minimum viable product.
Yeah.
That could be used.
It looks clean.
Oh, come on.
It looks good.
Oh, wait for it to like load. You can start if you want. You're ready.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to load to see if it actually works. But other than that, I'm ready with everything else.
Alright. Welcome to Adventure with Advantage, episode 7. So, to catch you up to speed as to what's been going on so far, the party, who works as contractors for the Goblin Gazette, or I should say employees for the Goblin Gazette, were hired out to investigate a murder that had taken place. As they began investigating it, they found that it was a beggar who had been murdered in the Sunrise District. And after doing some digging, they didn't come up with a whole lot. But then they were actually able to question the spirit with the help of Captain Doring. And he gave some cryptic answers that didn't quite lead to anything. After that, the next day, Steelscar was making his way from the temple of Marion and came across another person who had been murdered. This person was a guard by the name of Kiara, who the party had met with, talked a bit, not like they were best friends or anything, but they had worked. She was at the scene of the first crime, so Levy had spoken with her. And, sorry, my screen is jacked up doing something. Anyways, after that, they did a bit more research, spoke with Captain Doring again, and they questioned the spirit of Kiara, and she gave a little more information, specifically that the weapon that was used against her was a dagger with a gold hilt, and that is what they have at this point, and that they suspect that the suspect is either, right now is what they're thinking, either a doppelganger or a changeling. So they had just finished up some research at the Scholars Guildhouse, and I believe had talked about making their way to the Hunters Guildhouse to see if anyone had any more information on these two entities. And that is where we will pick up. So you guys have just finished, like I said, your research at the Scholars Guildhouse. What would you like to do?
Head towards the Hunter Guild, probably.
Okay.
We're
that's fine.
consistent here.
There we go.
One over there.
Over there.
Same,
Alright.
Yeah, same here. I'll follow along.
Alright, so you guys, make your way through. At this point, you were in the Scholars Guildhouse for... It wasn't a quick stop. It took a little bit of time in there to kind of gather that information. So I would say at this point, it's coming up on probably about 2 o'clock, maybe 3. You were directed into a spot, but you had to spend a lot of time kind of combing through books to find the information that you wanted. So you guys make your way over to the Hunters Guild House in the Guildsway district. So you guys walk up to it. It's a very kind of rusticy looking guild house, what you would suspect from a lot of hunters, a lot of wood, skins and stuff like that. You can see some people filtering in and out. Most of the people entering and leaving this place have, bows slung across their backs. Their clothes, they stand out among the rest of the people. These are people who seem to travel. That's kind of their thing. They're hunters, so they travel, get into trouble. And so you guys make your way into the guild house. So as you
Was
guys...
there a receptionist?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, as you enter, you don't see anyone just sitting there waiting for anybody. But the building itself on the inside, again, you just see lots of skins of creatures on the walls. Bear skin rug. There's a large fireplace in the corner with a roaring fire. You just see taxidermy animals all over the guild house here. And you don't see anyone who's just kind of waiting for anyone to answer questions or anything like that. So you're going to have to grab someone if you have any questions.
Could we wander around aimlessly looking out of place until someone says something to us, maybe?
You could certainly try, yeah.
Okay, I'd like to try wandering around aimlessly, looking at things and looking out of place.
Okay. So after...
Kind of like when you're shopping.
After 7 days.
No one noticed you. So you walk around for 5-10 minutes before a halfling approaches you. He's got kind of a bow slung across his back. He walks up and he's like, may I help you, boys?
Oh, yes, please. Yeah, we got a nice place here. It's kind of just wondering if you happen to have any information on some kind of monsters here.
We don't keep a ton of information, but we have people with a lot of knowledge. What are you looking for?
We're looking for someone that might have some kind of knowledge on how to hunt a doppelganger or a changeling.
He kind of grabs his chin and kind of thinks for a second. It's like, it's a very interesting creatures to be searching for. Give me 1 second to ask around and see if I can figure out who you may want to speak with. And he kind of
Thank you.
walks away for a few minutes. Eventually you see him come back, and he directs you to a tiefling named Sergei. And he points to him. He's kind of sitting over at a kind of a long table. Looks like he's eating some food as he's just sitting there. He's like, oh yeah, you want to speak to Sergei. He's had some experience with that, but with him, don't expect any free information. You may have to get it out of him some other way.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
So
and then he makes his way away.
So all of us want to head over?
Yeah. Billscar's just looking around, admiring all the trophies that are on the wall. Not really. Billscar's Fiosco's there, but he's not really. He wasn't paying attention to that conversation because he was a little distracted with the, with like all the trophies that are up on the wall. So he's just following along, looking in amazement at everything around him.
Gotcha. All right.
Like-
All right. So you guys just make your way over to his table.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is
sir.
there anything else like what does he look like?
So he's a tiefling. Just he's got kind of like dark red skin. He has some horns that kind of go up and curl, kind of around, kind of like ram's horn style things around a little bit. He's just wearing some leather armor. He's just kind of sitting there eating.
Okay, cool. And I want to walk up and just approach him and be like, "Hey, are you Sergey? Sergey? Is that how you say it?"
He kind of like looks up from the bowl of food that he's eating, and he's like, "I am. Who's asking?"
Hey, my name's Levy. I just wanted to see if I could ask you a few questions.
And he kind of like, points to the seat, and he's like, "Ask away."
So I hear you might be somewhat of an expert on hunting a specific creature that we're looking for. Specifically, we're looking for probably, can't really tell at the moment, but either a changeling or a doppelganger.
He kind of takes like one bite of his food and just kind of like chews on it for a moment, swallows.
And while he's chewing, can I call the bartender or like someone over to get him a drink?
There's no bartender.
Or
here,
like,
but
is there anyone here that? Well, he has food, so where did he get the food from?
there's like a area where you can see there's kind of like a makeshift kitchen.
Okay.
People can get food if they need to. Are you going to get food or something, or?
Nah. If there's not service, then I'm not gonna go get it. I don't trust myself in the kitchen.
Okay.
He asks a question, starts stealing his food.
So you see, so he finishes his bite and kind of swallows, and is like, kind of leans back. He's like, "And why would you be looking for information on a changeling or a doppelganger in these parts?"
Well, apparently there's one that's been killing a few people.
Is he referring to those murders in Sunrise and Sunrise and Guild's Way this morning?
Possibly.
Interesting. What do you want to know?
How to track one specifically.
Did you say track or trap?
Track, ideally.
As
Stop.
in CK. Track.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell between trap or track. He kind of crosses his arms. He's like, that's information that is acquired over a long period of time. It doesn't come cheap.
Well then, what are you asking?
15 gold.
I
Now
drop
answer your
15.
question. Okay.
And then
Drop it on the table.
I drop it, and then I'll throw in another 15, depending on what kind of answers I get.
Alright, so you see him kind of like pull it toward him. He says, "I'll be honest with you, tracking one's tough. Doppelgangers and changelings are quite similar, though one's a bit more humanoid than the other. Both of them, their whole identity, purpose, is to blend in. So tracking one is not an easy task. The luck I've had has usually been just thorough investigation, finding them when they eventually slip up. Something like that.
Find their motive and then beat them to it, basically, you thinking?
Yep. Typically there's a reason they're doing what they're doing. Maybe they're impersonating, some powerful person so that they can get access to information or wealth or something like that. They usually just don't do it for the hell of it. There's usually a reason why they're doing it. So if you can figure out their motive, that'll help you figure out where they are.
So far, their motive seems to be fear. Seem to be wanting to start something.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Do they have any weaknesses outright that might be able to help us if we come to a confrontation?
Ooh, that's not good. Hold on, sorry.
What happened?
I opened my D&D Beyond on the wrong. It popped up on the screen there.
Oh,
Don't want that. Here. Anyways, what was your question? I'm sorry, I completely just
weaknesses.
Okay. He's like, well, again, their whole thing is blending in, is not being seen. So if you do catch them off guard, you catch them out of their element, they're not the best fighters in the world. They more rely on subterfuge and, trickery. So if you happen to catch one, they aren't the strongest thing.
Okay.
So they're easy to overpower. But if they catch you off guard, if they catch you, things can get a little rough.
Can imagine that. If I give you a description, would you be able to tell which one we're kind of dealing with of the two?
He's like, go for it.
So we're looking for a creature with ash gray skin, white eyes, and no mouth.
It's like, well, to me that kind of sounds like a doppelganger, though the no mouth thing is not something I've experienced. They give you any other information about him?
Well, let's see. I'm trying to think back, and then I don't know if this would help at all, but it's been doing these murders with a dagger with like a golden handle or a golden pommel.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I don't know that will really help you.
And
if you can track down the dagger, maybe someone's seen it or something like that. That may help you.
Yeah. And then to copy an appearance, what is like a doppelganger or a changeling need? Do they need anything to actually copy the appearance, or?
As far as I know, they just need to be able to have seen the person they're turning into.
Interesting. So then, I wonder if what we're tracking might not even be a doppelganger or a changeling then, because this one seems to be stealing things' faces.
I had heard that the victims' faces had been removed. Yeah, that's an odd one. Not really certain about that.
It's something that doesn't seem normal. It seems like a red herring for this one. It's like, it doesn't make sense. Why would they steal the face if they don't need to, unless they're trying to send a message with that?
Yeah, I really don't know about that.
No, I'm speculating out loud. Yeah, talking out loud here. Is there anything else that you might be able to help us, tell us to help us with our search for this?
Thanks for a
minute.
minute.
Kind of general.
He says, well, you said there was a dagger. Like I said, maybe if you could track down that dagger, if it was made in this town, or has anyone seen it, something like that.
Fortunately, the only ones that have seen it so far are the dead.
Well, yeah. Do you remember what it looked like?
The only thing
information you were given.
Yeah, the only thing I was given was the steel dagger. It has a golden pommel, and there's some kind of symbol on the side, but the person that saw it wasn't able to see the symbol clearly.
He's like, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I will say, though, about doppelgangers, they do have the ability to seem to know things that they shouldn't know. Something you were thinking about, they know. Something you had thought about saying but didn't say, seems like they know.
Creepy.
So
some kind of telepathy or something?
Something like that, yeah. I'm not exactly sure what the extent of it is, but seems to be the case.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
It's like, of course, was that information worthy of another 15 gold?
Yeah, pass over another 15.
All right. He scoops it up.
I'm generous. I'm not. I'm
He's
not,
not going to forget about that potential money.
Scoops it
No.
up. He,
Make his tongue a little bit looser.
there you go. It's like, well, that's all. I wish you luck.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. And he goes back to eating his food.
Okay. So, I guess we should powwow with the guys.
Yep.
Do you want to talk outside, guys? So, maybe we leave the hunter guild. So.
Okay. So you guys are stepping outside.
Yeah,
I
just
follow.
kind of step outside.
I follow.
And then, so, kind of bring everyone together, and it's like, okay, so it looks like we're looking for... Well, I guess he didn't really know which one it was. It was either a doppelganger or a changeling. It's kind of hard to tell. He said possibly a doppelganger, but the no-mouth thing is kind of throwing him off. And it sounds like probably our only lead is that dagger that he was talking about. So... Maybe we could go talk to someone at like the ironworks or something about a steel dagger with a golden handle and some kind of symbol on it. But I don't know. Other than that, we don't have like a huge lead to be able to track that down because we don't really know his motives. Do we? Unless anyone here has an idea.
No, I have no real clue as to what's going on. Maybe we can talk to. The name's Oscar, right? The blacksmith at the Goblin Gazette.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
his name.
Ah, that might be a good one.
We can probably talk to Oscar and maybe ask him about the dagger. He might know something in relation to that, or points us to someone else who might know about weapons in this town.
Yeah,
Is there an equivalent of like a pawn shop in the town?
I do think there's like a general trading. Yeah. Garen's general store. General trade goods.
Okay.
we just haven't gotten there yet.
You haven't gone there yet.
I also see armed arms.
Yeah. We just haven't really needed to, especially because we have access to the Gazette resources.
Right.
And their discount. Importantly.
What a bargain.
So, should we make our way to Oscar and see if he knows anything?
Yeah, I think that's a good first stop. And then if that doesn't pan out, then maybe we can go check out maybe a general store or maybe the Ironworks Guild.
Does it make sense to split up?
Or if we wanted to, yeah, we could split up and then like reconvene tonight. Or what time is it?
At this point, it's about 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we could like reconvene for like dinner or something like that and learn, like kind of catch everyone up on what we've learned.
I think that sounds fair.
So
I can go to the arms store.
okay.
Armed arms.
I guess I'll make my way towards Oscar at the Goblin Gazette.
Okay.
Okay.
Levy, what are you doing?
So then, so you're going to the general store, Elamir, or the Ironworks Guild?
I was gonna go to armed arms.
Okay, I'll head over to the Ironworks Guild then.
Okay.
Kind of on the way back.
All right.
All right, ready, break, and then we walk together. And it's really awkward.
Yeah.
All right. So Levy, you'll get to the Ironworkers Guild first.
Yeah.
For the sake of brevity, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Woo! 16 plus investigation. 18.
18. Okay. So you show up to the Ironworkers Guild. Very what you'd expect from a bunch of blacksmiths and people of that trade. The guild house, you know, anvils fired, like just intricate, well-crafted weapons, armor, stuff like that. With the information you kind of gather, that the Ironworkers Guild is not, nothing's coming out of the Ironworkers Guild. They're not producing anything there. It's more of a hub resource for people who work in that trade. So kind of asking around, you are kind of pointed to there's only like a few people in town that may be able to do something like that. You are armed arms is one of them that is brought up, as well as Oscar over at the Goblin Gazette, and then one more. I think that might be it. Yeah, those are the two big ones that they had suggested you maybe go take a look at.
All right. Well, then I'll thank them for their time and wish them best of luck on their craft.
Okay. All right, we will go to Elamir next. Elamir, so you make your way over to Armed Arms.
Yeah. Before I leave there,
You leave.
can I?
Before
Before
you
I
leave.
kind of leave the area of the Hunters Guild
Oh,
house,
okay. Yeah.
can I cast Detect Portal?
Sure. So you go ahead and cast Detect Portal.
All right.
That's your. Is that a spell or is that your? That's your one of your features.
What's it listed under? It's listed under my actions. Just as once per short rest as an action.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just one of your features as a planer or horizon walker. You don't detect any portals in the vicinity. What is the range? Does it say?
A
Is it
mile.
A mile. Okay. You don't detect any portals in a mile from where you are currently.
Okay. Nothing from the Hunters Guild.
No.
Okay. I will make my way onward then.
All right. So you make your way over to Armed Arms. Bring it up real quick. All right. So you make your way inside. It is a decent-sized shop, not huge, but also not very small. You just see some weapons kind of like hanging on the wall, as well as some armor. And you see two dwarves inside. You see one that has like blonde hair and kind of a braided beard, and you see one with black hair and kind of a braided beard as well. And as you enter, the one with black hair looks up at you and he's like, "Hey, welcome to the Armed Arms. How may I serve you today?"
Hi there. My name is Elamir. Looking for information today. I'm not sure if you guys can help me here. Do you guys work with commission pieces, or do you just kind of sell?
He's like, "Aye, we do. If you're referring to customized pieces, yes, we do that work."
Okay. I was wondering maybe if you guys saw it. I was playing cards with someone the other day, and I saw a gold dagger at their waist that had a symbol on it, and I was wondering if you guys had made that. I couldn't quite catch the symbol, but looked pretty nice, and I was looking to get some work similar to that.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
All right. Deception. A 16.
16, okay. And he thinks for a moment. He's like, "Were you able to get any more information about just a gold pommel with a symbol on the side? Did you get any more information about the dagger?"
No, honestly, it was at a card game, and I was, drinking some, if you know what I mean. So
And you kind of like
operating on some limited memory here.
He's like, "Well," he looks over at his the other dwarf. He's like, "Olaf, do you remember any kind of work with a dagger, gold pommel, some sort of symbol carved into the side?" And Olaf thinks for a minute. He's like, "I know, I can't think of anything right off the top of my head. Why are you wanting to know? What do you want to know about this piece?"
Just trying to see where it came from. Like I said, I don't have all of the details, but just admired some fine craftsmanship. And while most of my gear is function, it's nice to have something nice for yourself. You know what I mean?
And he's like, I gotcha. He's like, "Well, I can, give me a second." And he, like, disappears into a back room. And then a moment later, you see him kind of walking out with this like big old like book. Just this book, and he just kind of walks forward and just like slams it on the table in front of you guys, and he kind of starts to leaf through it, and he's like, the key to running a successful business is to keep track of everything that you do. And so he starts like going through the pages and reading. You can see that the other dwarf kind of starts helping out as they're looking over, eager to help out at the prospect of potential business. So let me see quick. Okay. I'd say they spend probably the next 10-15 minutes, looking through. They're not really getting anything. You start to just kind of like look around at some of the weapons and stuff on the wall as you're waiting, until eventually Olaf's like, I found something. Perhaps this is what you're referring to. And he like starts reading through. Give me a second. He says, it looks like about a year ago we had a commission for 12 daggers, gold pommels, with the inscription of the Oldman Theater on it, as a commemoration for a successful play that had taken place there. I don't know if that's the dagger you're referring to, but it's the closest thing I could find here.
Interesting. So probably more an ornamental piece rather than a warrior's dagger.
Says they were certainly functional, I'll give you that, but yes, it didn't seem like it was something you'd be using every day, kind of thing.
Okay, and I'm pretty new to town, so that theater's here?
He's like, well, it was. It's burned down a little less than a year ago. It's not been repaired or anything since then. It's just kind of been left. Not sure what's taken them so long to fix it, but a few of the buildings over in that area also burned down.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, like I said, the dagger's why I came here. So, what would it take to make a piece like that? Is that pretty bit of coin there?
It's like, it wasn't a extremely difficult one to make, but it was certainly a nice one. The gold and the design inlays were quite nice. Were you looking for a price?
Yeah, I was thinking, like I said, I travel a lot. Nice to have something to be proud of. Either a dagger or do you guys work with bows too?
He's like, no, we don't do any woodworking, just metals.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so maybe just some ideas of the dagger.
It's like, well, it looks like they each cost about 200 gold apiece.
200. Okay. Well, sometimes the traveling life doesn't pay so well, so I don't think I could put anything down today, but I have a party I'm traveling with, and maybe I can stop back in, but I appreciate you giving me some info. Like I said, it looked like a really nice dagger.
It's like, aye, well, yes, it was certainly the one we were referring to. If I remember right, they were very nice daggers. Keep us in mind if you need any work.
Absolutely. And one last question. Where was the burnt down theater?
He says, well, it's actually past the Sunrise District, beyond the Grey Docks. This area over here, if you're looking at the map.
Okay.
This is down here. It's abandoned for the most part. There's not a whole lot of people. There's no one really living there. Like I said, the theater burned down. Some of the other buildings burned down as well.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I appreciate the work. Good luck on your business here, and I'm sure I'll be stopping in soon.
It's like, all right. Thank you very much, and have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
And then they're like, cheapskate.
It's only $200. All right. And now we will go to Steel Scar. You were making your way over where?
I was
talk
making my way
Oscar?
to the Goblin Gazette to talk with Oscar.
Okay. I'd say you make your way into the Goblin Gazette. You hear the printing press is rolling. A loud sound. See people down there on the floor working. And you make your way over to where Oscar and Amber's storeroom, whatever you want to call it, is. And as you enter in, you can see they're both kind of taking a break, just talking. As you enter in, Oscar looks up and is like, "Aye, looks like we have company, my dear." And Amber turns around and is like, "Oh, Steelscar, good to see you, lad. What brings you by?"
I'm here to speak with Oscar on a more serious matter, and I was wondering if I could have some moment of your time.
And Oscar, like, nods, he's like, "All right, out with it. What do you want to know?"
So as you might have heard, there's a series of murders going around the city involving people losing their faces. So we have a bit of
They just lost them.
They've lost their faces.
Sorry.
Where'd
Go
it
ahead.
go?
we have a bit of issue with one of the details that was acquired was of a weapon, and I was wondering if you might be able to give me some insight on this type of weaponry, or if you can lead me into a direction where I might inquire about it. First question, do you only sell weapons to employees of the Goblin Gazette, or is it anybody could come here and buy anything from you guys?
He's like, we mainly just do business with those working for the Goblin Gazette. That is our primary job.
Okay, so that'll make this a lot more complicated than I anticipated. So the weapon that was revealed to us that was used in this series of murders was a dagger with a golden handle that happened to have some like inscription, some symbols on the side of it, although the victims were not able to identify them. But have you by any chance seen anybody carrying some fine daggers with like a gold handle to them around town?
He thinks for a minute. He's like, "No, I can't say that I remember any daggers like that. It's a very big town, and I'm here most days, so no, unfortunately, I have not seen anything like that."
All right. Steelscar would know that Levy went to the Ironworks Guild House and that Elamir went to the Armed Arms,
yeah,
right?
You guys spoke it.
Okay.
Spoke it over.
So besides the Armed Arms or the Iron Workers Guild House, would you say there's any other place I would be able to inquire about this dagger? Maybe it was fabricated somewhere in town, or are those mainly the other two places where any information could be obtained?
He's like, well, the only people in this town that I know of that would be able to make something of that quality, at least the way you're describing it, would probably be the brothers over at Armed Arms. Most other iron workers in this town are, they're not making weapons or armor. It's, pieces for a wagon or something like that. There's not a whole lot of weaponsmiths in this town. So if I were you, I would maybe make my way over there to talk to Olaf and Kilaf, see what they have to say.
Those are great.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to catch up with Elamir since I believe he headed that way. That's where you went, right, Elamir? The arms.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll meet up with the rest of the guys and see what they found on their end. But Oscar, I do appreciate taking time to help us with this case, and any information that you could have given would have been valuable. But I do appreciate your time.
He kind of just grunts in approval and is like, always a pleasure. And they seem to go back to their conversation they were having.
Yeah, I knowing that this conversation basically let me know where I'm just gonna go and try to meet up with the guys.
Okay.
We're all meeting back at probably the Balding Bard.
Yeah, that was a Balding Bar. So I just make my way to. Oh, actually, before I leave, I do want to talk to what was her name again? The wife.
Amber.
I'm like, Amber, I had a quick question.
It's like, hi, what is it?
You're pretty adept with magics, correct?
I like to think so, yes.
So, what would you happen to know anything about, like, doppelgangers, or if they are able to use any kind of weird magic to make themselves look like people?
She's like, unfortunately I can't say I've had much experience with, doppelgangers or any shape changers of that sort. I will say powerful magic wielders do have the ability to change their form, but, as for doppelgangers, no, unfortunately I don't know very much about them. So, sorry, I don't think I'm gonna be of much help in that.
Oh, well, I do appreciate the info, but so one last thing. I'm not the smartest person in our group, but I like to sometimes think of obscure or weird ideas. And would it be possible, or any way, that creatures like doppelgangers come from, like, different realms or something?
She's like, well, yes, there are creatures that originate from different realms that make their way here into the prime material plane. But again, I don't know very much about doppelgangers to give you an answer specifically about them.
Okay, well, I appreciate your time as well. You two have a good day.
Of course. I'll see you around.
And I just head to the Balding Bard.
Okay.
Looking defeated.
All right. So you guys make your way over there. Levy gets there pretty quick. Same with Steel Scar. Elamir kind of takes a little bit longer to get there. I'd say at this point, probably about 4:30. You can see some of the shops are starting to close down. And as you guys enter in, same scene you always see at the Balding Bard. It seems that the liveliness of that place is starting to build up as you all congregate inside.
Is
All
it
right.
livening up because we bring the party?
No, it seems the Balding Bard is a lively place to be.
But we are a party.
You are a party, that is true.
So I'm pretty excited to share my news, so kind of usher them to a table in the corner.
All right.
So guys, I found out some news, and I think it fits with some of the details we've heard so far, but the brothers at the Armed Arms made 12 daggers with golden hilts many years ago, or I don't know how long ago you said.
They said 1 year ago.
Many 1 years ago. And it was for a successful launch of a theater. And if you remember, I believe they said every story. They made some story/theater references. So I believe we've found an idea of who might be involved here.
Kind of want to know more about this theater.
Yeah, so I would too. It's burned to the ground, but it
Ooh.
sounds like it's south of the docks. So I had an idea. We work for a newspaper. Perhaps they have some information about maybe like an archive, where we'd be able to know like who was involved in the theater at that time.
Same wavelength, my friend. I
Yeah.
completely agree.
So I don't know if there is an archive or if we just gotta go ask Grogard.
Yeah. So we can go grab supper first and then head out. Don't want to fight on an empty stomach, just in case.
Just in case. And then was the first murder, Sebastian, did that happen in the morning as well?
Well, you were notified of it in the morning. From what you
Yes.
gathered, he was killed at night.
Okay. I'm just trying to think if it's been 2 days in a row and 2 murders.
And you do know that it the work day is coming to a close. So if you're wanting to speak with Grogard or someone over at the Goblin Gate, you'll probably want to make your way over there soon.
How about we just talk to Grogger now, come and eat, and then we head to this theater that you mentioned, Delamere.
Yeah, we might be on a clock here. I'd hate to say that a third person got murdered because we got dinner.
But dinner. All right,
We'll
fine.
We'll
Let's
order it to go.
Give myself a doggy bag.
Order to go.
Why not?
Okay, so you guys are making your way over to the Goblin Gazette to speak with Grogard.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so you guys make your way next door to the Goblin Gazette. Enter in. Seems like the people are starting to filter out. End of the day. You make your way upstairs. You enter into Grogger's office. Looks like he's in the middle of packing up some of his things, getting ready to head out for the night. And he's like, good to see you, lads. Hope the investigation's going well. What brings you here?
The investigation, and it is going well. Hopefully you can make it go better. So, we do have a lead. It seems that the murder weapon is a gold-hilted dagger, which sounds suspiciously similar to something the brothers at the Armed Arms made a year ago for a handful of people at the theater, which I'm told no longer is around. Do you happen to recall many details about that?
He's like, yes. Oh gosh, I was doing a dwarven accent. He's like, give me a second, let me take a look, see what I can find. And he starts like digging through, kind of like pulls out a long drawer in his desk and starts kind of filing through, and he pulls out what looks to be a newspaper, and he's like, well, it looks like we did a piece on it about a year ago when the theater burned down. They weren't ever really able to figure out what caused the fire. They thought that it was maybe a random strike of lightning or something like that may have started the blaze. But yeah, the theater is still there. It didn't completely burn to ash, but it was unusable. And there's a bunch of politics in this town. And he kind of just seems a little pissed, and he's like, it takes a long time to get anything done. And it seems like that's getting in the way of getting this theater built up again. What information were you looking for about the theater?
So the daggers were used to celebrate a successful running of a show. And so I'm wondering if we might have any context as far as who might have been like directing or leading, or even maybe some of the actors in town if they're still around.
And he's like, well, believe it or not, I am a bit of a fan of the arts. I used to visit that theater quite a bit. And yes, the play that they were commemorating, at least, I don't know anything about these daggers, but I know the last play that they put on before it burned down was called The Soldier's Lament. And it was written by a playwright here in Esseram, actually. And so it was a big draw. A lot of people went to go see it. Homebrew, good lord. Hometown playwright, writing his own play. A lot of people wanted to go support it. It was quite a success.
Sure. Who wrote it?
It was a playwright by the name of Gellum, was his name. It was kind of a, what's the right word? He'd like to keep to himself, but he was a brilliant playwright. It was a quite enjoyable play.
Okay. Well, as you might understand, it's a pretty dangerous situation, so we might need to find these people soon. Do you know if they're still around in town?
Well, I believe most of the actors made their way out of town. There's no work here. And unfortunately, Gallum died in the fire. But as of this point, I don't know of any actors who might have hung around after that. Like I said, there's really no work here until that theater's up and running again.
Elamir, you said that there was 12 daggers, right?
Yeah, they said they made 12 of them, so I'm assuming probably for many people involved.
Yeah, so, Draugr, how big was this play? Was it a huge cast, or was it like a smaller cast kind of thing?
It was a decent-sized cast, but as you know in plays, especially with something that may have been that expensive, I don't know the cost of those daggers, but those gifts were probably given to some of the more crucial people to pulling off that play.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, thank you. I don't... Elamir, do you have any more questions?
I think at this point, we gotta check out the theater,
I think we need to go check out that theater area.
or run it by Doring.
I believe we all gotta go try to see if we can find any clues in there as to who the killer is or a motive or something.
We probably should stop and let Captain Doring know just in case.
I look at them and I ask them,
Would it be wise to advise them? What if they try to send guards over there and kind of get in the way of our investigation? I won't make a decision, but I just thought I'd voice my opinion on that.
I also concur, but we did promise to let them know if we found anything.
Yeah,
But I guess technically
right.
we haven't found anything yet, so we're not really breaking a promise.
Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, this is probably the biggest lead that we've come across thus far with this whole murder spree.
It's true.
All right, I said we go tell Captain Doring that he might have a little more insight on the whole theater fiasco since he does work as guard for the city.
Maybe he can give us a little bit about the event and like how the investigation went on what started the fire or something, or who was involved with it.
I think so.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys
Thank you,
wanna
Grogger.
go to the
Appreciate it.
house or the guard's house?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So Grogger's like, "Well, stay safe, boys," and he kind of
Thanks, Grogger.
finishes packing up his stuff as you guys leave. All right. So you head over to the guardhouse, which is right next door to the Goblin Gazette.
Of course.
There's a little gap, but yeah, it's next to it. So
They're
you guys-
neighbors. They're neighbors.
You make your way up there, and as you enter in, you ask about Captain Doring, and the woman that you had spoken to previously when you were looking for Captain Doring, it's like, he's actually out right now. Has a meeting somewhere over in the Guild's Way.
Again?
He is the captain of the guard.
Right. We just have critical information that we wanted to speak to him about.
Well, if
Oh,
you
sorry.
need, I can you can leave a note and I can deliver it to him when he gets in.
Okay. Do you happen to know when he might be back?
Unfortunately, he's been gone a decent portion of the day, and I'm not sure when he'll be back.
Interesting. So he didn't come back after we saw him this morning.
She's like, yeah, I don't know.
Just like, who are
Okay.
you?
Oh, you weren't talking to me.
No, no, sorry. I don't want to make mistake. No, it's fine. No, I don't think we need to leave a note. This is something that needs to be kind of for his ears only.
Okay, well, I'm sure he'll be back in the morning. You can speak
Thank
to
you.
him then. Thank you.
I think we're on our own, boys.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Did you go shotgun?
Maybe.
He just does
Wait,
that
wait.
motion. You guys are like, "What is that?"
What is that?
Oscar's really
What's that
good.
motion?
Oh, I'm floating my wand.
He pulls
Two
out a
shells
piece
of
of like
Eldritch Blast.
puts it
Just
back.
loading the loot.
I grab my blade, do the same motion, and I'm like, ow!
All right.
No, I don't do that. Come on.
So let's head over to Sunrise and go check out this theater.
Okay. All right. So yeah, at this point, it's starting to get dark outside. You can see the sun is beginning to set in the distance as the moon begins to rise. So you guys make your way through the merchant quarter, across Storm's Passage, through Sun's Rise, around the Grey Docks, and make your way over to this abandoned area, which I didn't actually get a chance to update the map, but it's actually called... got my OneNote's jacked up for some reason. It keeps messing up where I'm looking. Sorry.
You can call it the DM Hall. I'm just kidding.
There you go. Thought I had it was called like the Twilight District, I believe. I'm not seeing it, but yeah, it's the Twilight District.
Call it Bollywood.
Bollywood. There we go. All right, so you guys make your way over to the Twilight District, which is over here. And again, so it's dark at this point. The moon is in the air, high in the sky. Wisps of clouds are making their way through, and so most of the buildings around are kind of smaller. It seems like they were maybe buildings that were built kind of dependent upon the theater being there. And once the theater burned down, you know, it didn't seem like there was much they could do. No business, really. But the theater itself is kind of this building right here in the center. And so as you guys approach, you see a large building, multiple, you know, quite tall. The outside is scorched in spots where some, obviously it looks like a fire had burned it. Even after, as long as it's been sitting here, you can tell that this place was burned down.
I'm back.
There you go. Parts of the building have collapsed, other pieces of it still remain. But the structure, like the main structure itself, is still there.
Would you say this is the biggest looking building in this area?
Yes, it is. It is like the focal point of the Twilight District.
Got it.
And so you see like these steps that kind of lead up toward the building, and then there are a few entrances into the building.
So I missed a lot of that, so sorry.
You're fine.
No worries, we
just
got it.
describing
Broke.
it. I was just describing the building. Basically, what you see is a large building, structure still intact, but kind of most of it has burned down, other than the primary structure which is still there. You just see some steps that lead up and a few entrances into this building.
If we go in, we probably want to proceed carefully. We don't know what we're stepping into.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if it's a perception check, but just see if I can kind of see anybody around or anything like that.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh, 5.
5. Okay, yeah, you can't, from where you see, you don't see anyone around, and you can't really get a good look inside from where you're standing right now.
Okay. Elamir, would you be able to like kind of like sneak in there and see if you can kind of like scout out the area a bit? We can contact you in a few minutes, with a message or something, and see what you see.
I'm willing to do so. So
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
we'll do 17.
17. Okay. Give me 1 second. So you're going into the building?
Yeah, just trying to like peek into the entrance.
All right, so
Ooh, we have a map.
we have a map.
We have a map. That's
On the
dangerous.
map, on the
That-
map,
yep.
On the map, on the map.
While he goes in and tries to sneak in, I will stand at the ready with my sword next to Levy in case anything like out of nowhere just approaches us.
Okay. Elamir, so go ahead. You rolled a 17 stealth, you said?
Correct.
All right, so once you get in, make a perception check as well to see what you can see.
15.
15. Okay. So as you enter, what you can see is a large foyer. Oh, you know what? I just realized we're gonna need to grab your guys' minis or your little guys. Where would they be? They would be in the sewers. Let me grab them real quick.
We're still there.
They're still there.
There's an alternate reality where we never left. We're still in the gelatinous cube.
Yeah,
We're
we
in
just
the
got
sewers.
eaten.
We're still killing gelatinous cubes, tallying up a debt.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Did we actually pay anybody for that?
Because that took it out of our earnings.
No.
He
They
took
took-
it out
they
of
took
your
that-
earnings.
Yeah, he took it out of our earnings because we didn't know about that. BN playing with our money.
There we go. Okay, so I just brought all of your guys over here. Obviously, Elamir's the only one who's up there right now.
Yeah.
For right now, I'm just going to put your guys right there in the corner. And then we'll say Elamir has approached. All right, so Elamir, so you enter inside. Just peeking your head in. The way you can see is kind of like... In these areas right here are just kind of the entrances, and they're just these large pillars. Stone pillars that are kind of holding up this kind of like... you know, grandiose archway. It's a theater, right? So it looks the part, or it did at least. And you're kind of standing in this large foyer, and what you can see is, God, my mouse is all weird. You can see a. Let's make sure I do this right. Area right here. Looks like an entrance into what you can only assume to be the primary, you know, theater area. You see what looks like was another entrance, but some of the rubble has fallen down and kind of blocked that. What you can also see up to the top, you can see what looks like some pathway or something, but some rubble has fallen and also blocked that.
Okay.
And then down below, so I'm going to fix the map for everyone watching. You also see another pathway, but you can't quite see what's there, but yeah, it looks like there's a wall in here. Let me just reveal this wall fully for you. There you go. So there's a wall right in front of you. So that's what you can kind of see.
Okay. Any signs of lights, maybe like food, any like just that people have been here recently?
Nothing that you were able to see. It looks
Okay.
relatively abandoned.
Okay. Would it be reasonable to beckon them in, or would I have
you
to
can,
like
I mean, you
leave?
can like poke your head out and wave them in if you'd like.
I can wave them in and just in a hush tone say we can, move up to the foyer.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Elamir.
Understood.
All right. So you guys move up. Are you moving quietly, or are you just moving up?
Yeah, I'll roll.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
we're
ahead and roll a-
moving quietly.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check then.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Let's go.
Look at
I
that.
have a 17.
17. Okay, so you guys all move up. You run up the steps and make your way inside, and you guys see what Elamir has seen here. What would you guys like to do?
So.
The end. Just know that I can't whisper in the voice I make, so anything I say, just think that I'm whispering to them, right?
That's fine.
Guess it's kind of hard to talk like this pretty low.
Just like move really far away from your mic.
No, but then the honest one here.
Can I try to signal to Steel Scar to make his way like here or here, and I'll keep my bow drawn at the entryway?
Yeah.
So
you can have move up there.
I nod and I will move like around here.
Up to
These
there.
are walls, right?
Yeah, that's a wall. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be up to these walls then.
Okay, go ahead and roll another stealth check as you move up.
18, 19, 20, not natural.
Okay, so yeah, you make your way up, and where are you looking? Are you looking at this, like, this up here, or are you looking inside?
I want to take a peer inside.
Okay, so go ahead
So
and roll
basically, I'll be like right there.
yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check. See what you can see.
Perception. Okay. Ah, crap. That's only a 12.
Oof.
Okay, so
No bonuses.
what you can see looking inside, bits of moonlight are kind of making their way in from the holes in the ceiling above. What you're able to kind of make out is not a ton, but you can see what look like just kind of a mass of just like benches, like, you know, the places people would be sitting, just kind of seem to be scattered about in the area. And far off in the distance, it looks like, you can't quite tell, but it looks like, and you, based on your knowledge of what a theater would be, you assume that the main, you know, the stage is kind of up in this direction. Oh, sorry, I'm not on my clicky thing. Just up in this direction up here is somewhere around here. You can't quite make it out.
That's fine. I whispered to the guys behind me, and does the room itself look empty though?
From what you can tell, yeah, it looks empty.
All right, so I'll whisper.
I mean,
to
other
them,
than the giant things in the ground.
No, yeah, but I mean, like,
You're not
there's
seeing like
like
40
those
people. Just, yeah, there's not just people standing about in the room, from what you can tell.
All right. So it looks like the room up ahead is.
You cut out. I assume you said empty.
Yeah, you cut out.
Yeah, I had to clear my throat, and I don't want
Oh, no problem.
anybody hearing that. It seems the room up ahead might be empty. The stage itself is also up ahead if we want to push up and see anything.
Let's take a quick peek towards our south, just to see if there's anything over that way, since we kind of have an idea what's in front of us. See if there's anything off to the south real quick, and then I'd say we could proceed and see which one would have a better option.
All right. Hearing that, I will start making my way over here. Then I guess I have to roll stealth again.
Yep, go ahead and roll another stealth.
All right. Oh, that's actually car. So,
I just imagine like a giant steel scar tiptoeing around.
I try. I mean,
What'd you get?
I rolled a 17 total.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you're able to move down. You feel relatively quiet. Are you all making your way down there, or just Steel Scar?
I'd say I think Elamir would be still like holding his bow, and I'm kind of hanging in the back.
You're hanging back. Okay,
Yeah.
so Steel Scar, what you do is you kind of peer around this corner, and you can see
Yeah. I
some
want to see over
steps
here.
leading up. Here, let me reveal this.
Okay,
There's
so
some steps
that's
leading up.
that's all I see. Up to it's like a different floor.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
maybe
quite
just
make it
like
out.
balcony seating.
All right. If would I be like in range to kind of look up and try to
You could
peek anything out?
You could walk up there a few steps and kind of get a peek.
No. I'm not gonna push it that far.
Okay.
So I just let them know that there's we have we can go up a floor if you guys want, or push into the actual stage itself. Your call, guys.
It might be beneficial to go upstairs first, in case, you know, if there's someone up there and we go out into the middle of the floor, then they have advantage. They have like good vantage point on all of us, which could put us in a sticky situation. We don't really want to get caught by surprise.
So as you guys are having this conversation, you're sitting there talking, you suddenly hear and see in what seems to be the main theater hall a loud boom of this music that begins to play as the room in there seems to light up around the area. And Elamir, what you're able to see from where you are is you're able to see the stage up here. and you see a long curtain that's kind of drawn all the way across the room.
Hmm.
And in your heads, you guys begin to hear a low laughter. Welcome. Welcome to the grand finale.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Please
They kill people in the endings.
make
Oh,
your way
no.
inside. My heroes, I have been waiting for you.
We're not heroes. We're not heroes. We're not heroes. We're not heroes.
Well, we're not heroes.
What would you guys like to do?
I mean, he knows we're here, so element of
I look-
surprise. All.
Yeah, I look at them.
We proceed openly.
All right.
I
You guys make your way.
I'll move in front of the party and try to
Okay.
proceed in first.
So you.
With my sword is drawn out, and I am
Yep.
I proceed in front of
All right.
both of them.
So
Should we
as
do like a
you-
flying V, like so ducks fly together?
Oh my God, what is this? The Mighty Ducks.
As you enter in, this is what you can see. You see this full room where this looks like, this is where the theater was, and you just see this large red curtain that's kind of dragged across this stage. It seems like these lights that, you're getting moonlight coming in, but it just seems there are a few torches that are lit now around this room and kind of up near the stage that are kind of illuminating the whole place. And the voice says, "Come closer. Please. Enter.
Who are you? I want to call out and say, who are you?
You will find out soon."
Oh, Steel Scar, you go first. I'm scared.
I do proceed in first, like behind these seats
Oh
over
wait,
here.
Steel Scar, be inspired.
What do you say to inspire him?
Steel Scar, block me with your body.
I already do that.
Thanks.
There you go.
That-
Nice.
that's my inspiring words for him.
That's
Alright.
a D6, right? To my
Yeah, D6.
All right.
It says
That was
in
for
D6,
10 minutes,
you have
just
the
in
next
case.
10 minutes. Alright, so you guys are making your way in, or are you staying out?
I'm definitely going in.
Okay.
Just
where
after
are
him.
you guys moving to?
Well, it depends on how far in he moves. So
I'll move like up to here most.
then I'd probably stay back like here-ish.
Alright.
I'd probably stay in the doorway just in case.
Quick question: how dark is it in here besides the lights?
It's enough that you can kind of see what's going on. You can you can make out the whole room. Is that what information you're looking for?
Yeah, I before anything happens, would there be like on the roof? Could we see things like chandeliers or anything like that? Or
But you can look up. You do see a large chandelier that is kind of hanging over.
can I try to peer up there and see if I see anybody up there? Because we don't see anybody on stage, right?
No, you don't see him on stage. Go and roll a perception check.
All right. Oh come on, that's a 3.
Yeah, you can't really make out much other than the chandelier above you guys.
I need more good rolls, Die. I don't want to put you in jail.
And then then you hear this kind of like scraping noise as the curtains begin to roll
Ooh.
back.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, the M with the fanciness.
And you guys are able to see more of the stage. You're able to see
That's a dead body.
what looks like 2 buildings up there. And you see something laying in between the 2 buildings. And this, though it's not a perfect reconstruction, looks very similar, eerily similar to where Sebastian was murdered.
Can
you
we?
guys-
Can I see who the body is? Or Is that a body?
So as you move in, you can just hear the voice once again say, Leviticus, I've
Hi.
been waiting for you and your friends to arrive. I must admit, it took you all much longer than I expected. Much longer than I had hoped. But, as with any good play, suspense is the key to keeping your audience entertained. And let me say, I have been entertained by your performance. But
Who are you? What?
who am I? It is a good question. Question that maybe you will get to know. But know this, Leviticus and his friends. I have been watching you. Watching you for many days now. You may not have known it. You may not have sensed it. But I have been so close that I could reach out and touch you. But I did not, for that would ruin my masterpiece, our grand finale. Are you prepared? Are you
Do we
ready?
have a choice?
I touch one of the seeds to cast light on it, so we can illuminate this area even better, to give us better sight of the whole place.
Okay. So
And
you're
then
able
I
to
wanna-
see-
Go ahead.
Because, like you said, it's kind of dark in here, right?
Mhm. Well, it's
Except
enough
for
that you can kind of see what's going on. Crap.
So yeah, I just want to touch one of the seats around us, so I could place the cantrip light and illuminate this place even more, giving us better vision of things.
Okay.
And I want to look over to Elamir and be like, Elamir, may your aim be true, and give him bardic inspiration as well.
All right.
Gee, thanks.
And so as you guys are standing there, you can see what looks to be this figure that makes its way around the dang it, I'm the wrong way. God dang it. He begins to walk up. And is just standing up here. It's like, shall we begin our grand finale, my friends, my heroes?
Fine. But why are you doing this?
Let's do this then.
Very well. And you just watch as he turns and throws. Make a perception check real quick, everyone.
Who? Oh, perception. Oh, come on! I got a 2.
I got an 8.
8.
12.
Okay. Elamir, you're able to see really quick that he throws this kind of gold dagger off to the side as this, you hear something kind of snap, and suddenly, what you guys look up above you and you see the large chandelier that Steelscar had spotted comes falling down. Oh, you can't see it, gosh dang it. Can't you see it?
Oh!
There you
No!
go. Now you can see it.
Try to roll out of the
right
way?
down. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! Yes. 21.
21. Okay.
Yeah.
17.
17.
6.
Oh
6.
no!
Alright.
I'm not under it though.
No.
Oh, it's much bigger than that,
you're,
right?
You're close, though. Enough to be caught in its blast. So, the chandelier falls down. You guys all try and dodge out of the way. So, Elamir and Steelscar are able to dodge out of the way. So, you guys are going to take 4 bludgeoning damage as this thing falls down. And then, Levy, you are going to take 9 bludgeoning damage as just pieces of the chandelier go flying off onto sides. Everyone roll initiative.
All right.
11.
19.
Second. get, Levy?
10.
10. Okay.
Can you describe what the person looks like, or are we not close enough?
From what you can tell, actually roll a perception check so you can see.
Ooh, finally, more than a 10. I got a 18.
18. Okay, give me 1 second. Write this down. They got.
He said they. He said
so what you can see is that you see this kind of ashen gray figure. The eyes you can kind of see look to be that white that was described to you. And the body looks like you're seeing this weird like potching or something on the body. You're not quite sure exactly what it is. It looks like there was some wound or something just all along one side of the body and even on the face.
Like a burn?
You could make a medicine check to see if you think that's what it would be.
Sure. Definitely don't think that.
What'd you get?
A 5.
5. Yeah, you're not certain exactly what it could be. But at this point, the first to act is Steel Scar. But oh wait, I'm sorry, Steel Scar, you're not the first to act. Give me 1 second.
Not even with the 19?
No.
Oh no.
I'm dead before we even start combat.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's it for that.
All right, you guys. Yeah, so actually, Steel Scar, you are up. But as this happens, the figure up in front of you kind of stands up, kind of like it's very dramatic. The figure up on the front. You see them just kind of stand up and just kind of straighten their posture and just kind of like prepare themselves. So Steel Scar, you are up now.
All right, and you said I saw the figure behind stand up.
No, the figure up on the stage. The person
Okay.
I'm assuming was
The
talking
baddie.
to. The baddie is
Do you want to move your roll 20 over a little bit?
Yes. You're right. There we go.
Perfect.
They're just kind of. They seem to stand straighter than how they were standing. What do you want to do?
I will. Hold on. Oh no, I don't have enough. I'm gonna start out by pushing forward 30 feet. So
Okay.
10, 20. I guess I can only make it to the foot of the.
Yeah. So that is a raised spot on the stage. So you're gonna have to make a athletics check. See if you can pull yourself up there.
Is it really high or is it like kind of low?
It's a decent because you're looking up on the stage. I'd say it's probably about 5-6 feet up. You're gonna have to pull yourself up. But
All right.
I'd say though you get to the base of it.
Okay,
next
I
time
get-
you wanna
so-
go over, you're gonna have to be able to.
No,
climb up.
I'm gonna use my actions to push forward all the way to him.
Okay, go ahead and roll so go ahead and roll an athletics check. See if you're able to pull yourself up.
Oh, no problem. Oof, 25.
25. All right, you pull yourself up and you charge right toward this figure.
Yep, and I can't do anything else anymore because I already used my action to move. So that's my turn.
All right, so
But I am up next to him like close quarters combat.
yeah, so at the end of your turn, the figure pulls out the dagger that he threw. Seems to be back in his hand as he just reaches out and stabs at you.
Oh no,
Rolls a 18.
that hits.
That hits. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage as the dagger just sinks right through your armor. And as you get closer, you can see you get a better look at this figure. Like as you're closer, you can tell that it is a burn, and it just seems to kind of be all over their face, and their mouth seems to also just have been completely charred and burned away.
Does this person look human?
No, not at all. They look gray and almost alien to you. Just
Oh, man.
humanoid, but not a human or anything you've really seen before.
All right, fair enough.
All right, next up is the figure.
Oh no! How he just hit me?
Got a
though?
free attack.
Some may say he is a legendary creature.
Gross.
Oh,
All right,
no.
so first attack he's going to make against you is a natural 20.
Oof.
Gross. Bye, Steel Scar.
Sure.
Second
Can I use
attack.
cutting words?
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
60 feet. That's enough. You can.
Yeah, I want to use
Go ahead and
cutting
roll
words on it.
All right. So go ahead and use it. You need to roll a d6.
I threw it off the table. I rolled a 6.
A 6. Okay, so that'll bring it down to 14. What's your AC?
My AC is 15.
15. Okay, but actually with all his modifiers, it is more than... It was a natural 20, but then with the modifiers, it was a 26, so it's still going to hit.
Oof.
All
Still
right.
hits.
All right.
So he reaches out with his dagger and stabs at you again, and he's going to deal 6 points of piercing damage to you again.
Okay.
And then he is going to use his turn to step back from you.
Would I get an opportunity attack?
You try to swipe at him, but he seems to move rather quickly, and you miss, and he kind of backs up. And as he gets to the end of this, he throws his dagger at you. With a 20, not natural.
God.
And you take 4 points of piercing damage as the figure dashes behind this prop on the stage.
All right. I see what you did there. That's fine.
Get rid of all the range.
Yeah.
Next up is Elamir.
Okay. Do I see anything hanging above him?
Roll a perception check, see what you can see.
6.
6. Yeah, you're not fully able to see anything that looks like I'm assuming you want to shoot something that would fall down on him, kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of use his own trick against him.
Yeah, you don't really see anything, and you actually can't see him behind this building, so you don't actually know where he is. Kind of disappeared too.
Okay. I think in that case, can I move? I'll move here, and then do I have pretty good cover behind this
It'll be
pew?
it'd be,
Whatever it is.
I'd say probably about half cover you can get behind it. It's kind of destroyed, but you can find some cover there.
Okay. I will do that, and then there's not really much else I can do without getting too close. So I think I'll just kind of hunker down.
Okay. And so, Levy, before you go, the figure, you hear it in your head. Actually, you guys see as the figure does go dashing this direction. Behind the curtain. And seems to disappear off screen. So Levy, though, as this is happening, actually all of you hear this as you hear the voice in your head again say, "Does this scene look familiar to you? This is when we first met. This is when you became the heroes in my story. But you were not able to save that poor soul. But who can blame you? You didn't know what you were stepping into." Levy, you're up.
Okay. Well, he ran down towards here, right?
Yep, you ran down that direction. Yeah, exactly.
So I kind of I want to run here. So I guess I'll, oh god, get off. Roll. So I'm gonna run up here and kind of hunker down behind the stage.
Okay.
And since I can't see where he is, could I just blind fire an Eldritch Blast, kind of where I think he might be going?
Sure. Where do you want to
Like here-ish.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a attack. Say at disadvantage. Did you shooting?
Well, I have a natural 20 and a 10. So, but my 10 is plus 6, so 16.
Okay. So you shoot as the Eldritch Blast just kind of like darts off and kind of fizzles out right here near the what is. I'm sorry, you could see this. Let me reveal it. You might have wanted to change what you're gonna do. Sorry, from your angle. So you're able to see the curtain. Yeah,
got it.
Probably wouldn't.
So I probably would have shot like towards the
yeah,
curtain.
you probably would have done something else. That was my bad. Let me reveal the rest of this up here. There we go. Yeah, so you're able to see that curtain there. I don't know. What would you do? You want to shoot it somewhere else? You said.
Nah, it would probably just been like through the curtain, like where
Okay.
because I figured he would have gone behind the curtain.
We'll use the same rolls. Yeah, so you shoot it over there, it kind of goes past the curtain. You don't hear anything. You're not certain.
And
if you actually
then
hit anything.
I want to use a bonus action and cast a level 2 healing word on Steel Scar.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll.
So I'm gonna take my 2d4s.
Come on.
Oh my god, double ones. So I get healing for 6.
Hey.
Okay.
And is the dagger around anywhere, or do we not see? Did he take it with him?
The dagger seemed to, as it like embedded itself into Steel Scar, it pulled itself back into the guy's hand as he darted.
Interesting.
I saw that right when I was in front of him, how it like reappeared in his hand.
Yeah, you saw it as it reappeared in his hand.
All right. Are we still considered in combat or?
You are still in combat, yes. So
Okay.
at this point, it is going to be back up to Steel Scar's turn.
All right. So I want to push up to this body, and does this body look freshly dead or?
So it doesn't, as you get closer, you can tell it's not like a real body. It seems to be, it's supposed to look like a body.
Okay. But there is no like nothing that makes it stand out, right? Just normal like fake body there.
Yep, yeah, it seems to look like some stage prop that's used to look like a body.
All right, I want to make my way over here using the rest of my movement.
Over where? Sorry. Okay.
And I want to look over here, and I want to see. Do I see anything back here?
So what you can see over there is you see a set of steps leading up.
What about behind me? Could I also end up seeing back here?
Sure, you can take a peek over there.
Since I'm already on this side, I can like look behind me and look forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what you see over there too, or you can just see a set of steps as well. Reveal it. There you go. You see a set of steps over there as well.
All right, and these set of steps, do they both go down or
They both
up
go
or? Okay, so I just yell at them. It looks like the stairs go up. So should we pursue towards the next floor?
Let's pursue. Let me touch you though.
Oh my god. I will. For now, I'll just hold an action to attack if I do see this creature come near me again.
Okay. All right. And all right. So at that point, Steel Scar. What's your AC again? It's 15.
15.
All right.
That's a lot of rolls.
That is a lot of rolls. Legendary creatures are no joke.
So as you're standing there, looking around, you see these steps. You just hear quickly out of the corner of your eye, as the same dagger comes flying down from above you, and it just embeds itself in your shoulder. You take another 4 piercing damage as you just hear this loud laughter.
Dude, you're a pincushion.
Right?
Please, heroes, don't disappoint me. I have waited so
trying.
long for this moment. Alright. That's the end of his turn. Next up is Elamir.
Could I have seen what just happened?
You heard Steel Scar let out a little. So yes, you're aware.
Okay.
I don't sound like that, Carthus.
Right, sorry. Sound like Yoda. There you go.
Could I look up and do I see like a catwalk of any sort?
Roll a perception check.
Oh man, be better. A 17.
Okay, yeah, you do see a catwalk up above you.
And do I see him on this catwalk?
You can't make out a figure or anything on the catwalk, but you do see a catwalk.
Okay. I think where would be like under the catwalk?
So the catwalk, basically, there's a bunch of it up on the stage. It's difficult. I can't really like overlay it onto the map, but there's a bunch of it that overlays on the stage, and then it kind of snakes along the sides, and it makes its way all the way back to the end of the theater over here.
Okay.
Over there.
I think I'll move here.
Okay.
And if I need to do an athletics.
No, on that side there are some steps that allow you to get up on the stage.
Okay, cool. So I'll kind of like hide behind this curtain and I'm keeping an eye upward.
All right. So at this point, Levy, what's your AC?
14?
14.
14.
Okay. You hear this kind of the same sound you heard that as the dagger hit Steel Scar, you hear as you just get impaled by this dagger in your shoulder. You're going to take 5 points of piercing damage as the dagger.
Can I try and do a reaction to grab the dagger while it's embedded in me?
I would say no.
Okay.
It's too quick. It hits you and immediately pulls out and goes.
Denied.
Makes you fly up into the air.
Okay.
Could you see what direction it flew?
So it flew. You could see what direction it flew. Actually, make a perception check to see if you're able to see where it went.
22.
Oh, you were looking, or was you were asking about?
I rolled
Whatever.
as well. I rolled a.
I would say just Levy, since he's the one
Okay.
that got the hit.
It got stabbed.
23.
23. Okay, so you see it kind of arc up in this direction over here into the catwalk above you.
Okay.
And so at that point, we're back at the top. And then you hear the voice again say, "That was our first meeting. But our second meeting was a bit more interesting. I believe it is time for a scene change." And you guys watch as all the props that are on the stage begin to move and shift around as everything begins to move. Give me 1 second. I wish there was a faster way to do this.
There probably is, but we're amateurs, so it's fine.
Let's see if I do this right.
Or if you like put it all in like the same layer or something like that.
No. Hold on. Oh, I know why. This is sitting on the jam there.
Yes, it is. What?
Interesting.
Interest.
Oh,
It's
the
a bar. Which bar? We've drank so much.
Wait.
Is this Hook? The Hook? The shady bar?
Alright, so let me see exactly what you guys can see. Okay, so as this happens though, Steel Scar and Elamir, what I need both of you to do for me is make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, DM. Nice.
20.
19.
20. Okay, so you guys are each going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as the pieces of this new... It seems like this guy put a lot of work into this, as the pieces just seem to kind of be pulled off from the side and are yanked out onto the stage here, as you guys are having to dodge out of the way, as they are just narrowly missing you guys. And he's like, the second time we met was at the little tavern called the Broken Dagger Inn. Leviticus, I must say I was very disappointed. I may be a bad person, but you've made a deal with the devil.
I mean, it's a matter of perspective, really.
And he's like, never mind. He'll wait.
He's not going to respond to that one.
He's waiting. All right, so at that point, Steel Scar, you are up.
All right. I think Steel Scar. I'm actually gonna back up from here.
So yeah, these props are currently around you, so you're gonna have to step over them.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna try to push myself back now that I've seen that the props have actually moved, and get myself into like safer ground in case they move again.
Okay.
So I'll move here, and I guess I'll push myself all the way to the edge using my actual action to move.
Okay. So you get off to the edge of the...
Yeah.
thing.
I'll
Okay.
stay right here. Well, I can't help but get up because it's the end of my action. But that's it for my action.
Okay.
For my turn.
And at the end of your turn, you hear the same sound that you've heard multiple times as the dagger comes down and stabs you, once again dealing 4 piercing damage. As
Jesus
the
Christ.
voice-
Doing okay there, buddy?
The voice just says, I must say, I have waited a long time for this, and you are disappointing me. What type of heroes are you?
Well,
No,
you're the
make
type
us-
that tries to hide. Come down and face us if you want us to act like heroes. I don't know. I retaliate to what he says.
You just hear him chuckling in your head. Alright, next up is... Alright. So at this point, you guys see as he comes rushing out from over here.
Wait. It might be kind of late, but he stabbed me, right?
Yes.
Could I have also tried to see where the blade moved back up to?
You could have, but I mean, I don't know how much helpful it would have been to you because he's right here.
That's,
Oh, he's
that's
down
good.
here now?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
so
ran
you
down the
move it
stairs.
He ran down the steps.
Okay.
There we go. Alright, so he gets right there, and he once again pulls out that dagger and throws it at Steel Scar. It's gonna be a 19 to hit
That hits.
and a 25 to hit.
That also hits.
Alright, so you're gonna take 6 points of piercing damage and 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh, crap. Okay, it got real.
As you see him dart this direction. So let me make sure I get the count of that. I'm having to switch back and forth between this stuff. Actually, wait, no, I didn't want to do that. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Yes. Okay, so that's his turn, so he's standing there right now.
Alright.
Next up is Elamir.
All right. I'd like to shoot him with an arrow now that I see where he's at.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead and make an attack.
We rolled a... Sorry, it's been so long since we've done combat. Which modifiers am I adding?
Dex and proficiency bonus.
I thought this told me.
D&D Beyond will tell you if you equip your weapon.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was looking for. 19.
All right, that is a hit.
Okay. So gotta get organized. Sorry. So we'll do 1d8 plus 4, which is a 12, and then I would like to do my Planar Warrior and do an extra 1d8.
Okay.
Which is 4. So 16 total.
16 damage. Okay. So, Elamir, you pull out your arrow and you just shoot it, pissed off at this guy who just keeps running about as he tries to deflect it with his dagger, but it just kind of embeds itself right in his shoulder, and he kind of like, you can just see, like, even though he doesn't have a face, you can just kind of see his eyes kind of, focus on you for a second.
Oh, damn.
So at that point, it is Levy, you're up.
I cast heat metal on his dagger.
Okay. What does that require?
– 60 feet range, concentration.
Okay.
And takes any creature in physical contact takes 2d8 fire when I cast a spell.
Sorry, I'm trying. Okay, so he has to make Constitution saving throw, so he continues to hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we're going to roll the damage.
Okay. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Healing Word on as a bonus action on. Oh, I can't do that because it's 2 spells.
Yes. You can. All right.
I could use it. Yeah,
so
I
he has
can't
to
use
make
it.
a Constitution saving throw, so he continues to hold on to the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a rolled an 18. It's gonna be a 20. I'm assuming that succeeds.
I don't have a save or anything like that, so.
But it would be whatever your spell save is.
Oh, 16? So
he's
or
gonna
14?
succeed. He succeeds.
So he holds on
So
to
he
it,
continues to hold on to it.
but then I can still do damage to it.
You can, yeah, on your next
Okay,
turn.
yeah, that's fine.
All right, so at the end
Fine by me.
So at the end of your turn, Levy, he is going to dash this direction. Right here. And then we're back at the top with Steel Scar. But before that happens, he gets a lair action.
Oh boy.
All right, so again, you guys
Level
watch as
4.
it seemed like it seems just be feeding into something he's been waiting for so long, as he just seems to stand up straight and just lets out this loud laugh. You can't hear it, but it's in your head. Just very theatrical guy. And as he says that, he's like, I can see the confusion on your face, so let me enlighten you. I have spent my days working on a play that would be remembered for all time in this city. I once had one, but a fateful disaster stole it from my hands. So I decided to create a new play, and I would need some heroes to take part in that play. And that's where you came along. And I've been waiting for you, watching as you hunted me down. You're already drawing, see how far you can get. So please, don't disappoint. Let it be a legendary performance. Alright, so Steel Scar, you're up.
You're muted.
I was thinking we can move diagonally in this direction to reach him, right?
You can. You're gonna have to move around that table though. Or
No, that's fine. Yeah. I just wanted to move up to him so I can attack him.
Okay.
So I want to move like right. I want to move right. I believe I can make it here up to him. I should still be able to hit him from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you actually need you to make an athletics check. See if you climb over that table. See if you
All right. Nope. Oh, that fell to the floor.
Remember, you have your inspiration.
Athletics. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Just in case.
Athletics. That's not bad. That's 19.
19. Okay, you make it.
And then with both with my weapon in my hand, two-handed, I'm gonna roll to attack it.
Okay.
I will hold on. I think I have that. Yeah. So I'm gonna. All right, so I'm gonna just roll to attack him. On your turn, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0, you can make one action before you.
Sorry, what are you doing? So you're using your
Great Weapon Master.
Okay, are you using your fighting spirit thing or no?
No.
Okay. So okay, go for it.
Come on. Natural 20, baby.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and roll damage.
So, all right. Do I roll like? Would it be 4d6, or do I double it just?
No, just double it. So roll
Okay.
and then double.
All right. So, what was my Okay.
How many? 6?
It's 2d6.
2d6, but then it's multiplying it by 2.
Yeah. 6, 11, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 damage for that first hit. And I do have I do have this feature that if I score a critical hit as a bonus action, I can hit him again for a samurai warrior.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, as a bonus action, I get to hit him again.
Chop him up.
15. This one is just a normal attack though.
Okay.
So 15 plus 6, 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. So 2d6 plus 4. 9, 10, 11, 12 damage total on him.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my action surge to hit him again.
Wow. All right.
Warriors.
Because I am pissed the frick off.
I mean, you have been stabbed multiple times.
20, not nat.
Okay, that's a hit.
All right, and again to nice. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage total.
Okay. Wow. That was quite a bit of damage. Let me make sure I'm good on that. You said 18?
Yeah, 18 for this last hit. No. For this last hit is 16. Sorry, 16.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you hit him. So you run up. You're just so pissed. And you just swing at it. He tries to move away. You just catch him like right in the shoulder, and you can feel like the bones breaking. And you expect him to be pissed, but he looks just elated at you attacking him. And you pull back again, and you attack him again, and you just dig it right into the same spot. And he is looking hurt, but he is still standing.
Oh, wait. On the sorry. I messed up something on one of my attacks.
I think you hit a hotkey to hide roll 20, by the way.
Did I?
Yeah, but
Okay.
so on that first damage that I did with the Great Weapon Master, add 10 more damage to that because it's also plus 10 more to that attack. I didn't add that.
There we go.
My
I'm
mistake.
sorry, what was that? What'd you say? Add 10, so you did an extra 10 because the Great Weapon Master?
Yeah, because I didn't add that to any of my damages.
Jeez.
Alright.
Great weapon fighting is amazing.
If you can get the combo, yeah, it's good. Alright, so...
Yeah.
Oh god, it just destroyed everything on my screen. Sorry, give me a second.
I was praying to the benevolent D&D gods to bless me and it became good. So you were saying that he's looking at me excited or smiling?
Yeah, sorry, I think the stream might have frozen. I'm just checking it. Never mind. It's frozen on my thing. Okay. Yeah, so you
Kinda
heard him,
laggy,
he
yeah.
looks...
Yeah.
You heard him good, but yeah, he's still alive. I'm trying to get back to my place. I lost everything. Okay, so it's back to his turn, and he just looks at you, and he's like, you can hear it, and he's like, good, this is what I was hoping for. A grand finale to my masterpiece. And, alright, so in his turn, he is going to... So at the end of your turn, what he's going to do is he attempts to grapple you.
Alright, that's a
it's going to be
contested strength, right?
Yes.
Strength or athletics?
So
or
you
just
can
strength?
do athletics or acrobatics. It's not just strength.
Alright. No, that's fine.
Add the D6 if you need it.
I think I will, because I should still have it. Just one, right? 1d6?
Yep.
Mhm.
23?
23.
Yeah.
He beat you. Alright, so he is able
What?
to grapple you, and as he grapples you, you watch as his form takes on your form, and he looks exactly like you. So I need Levy and Elamir to make perception checks.
22.
I did a 19.
Okay, so you guys are not sure who is who at this point.
Oh my god.
So he is grappled. You just saw him grapple Steel Scar and kind of like move. They kind of rustled around, and now you can't quite tell which one is which. And so that was
Okay.
the end of Steel Scar's turn. And so now on his turn, you watch as he is going to move this direction. Steel Scar, you're going to get to make a attack of opportunity against him.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, it's just a regular attack. That's fine. 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. 12 damage total.
Okay. So you hit him. Okay. He continues to move and he darts up these steps. And you guys don't see him.
He moved up the stairs, guys.
Alright, and so now it is... Actually, he is going to... attack. So Elamir does a...
Oh,
what's
by
your
the
AC?
way, sorry, he has disadvantage on if he's holding that dagger still.
Okay, he has advantage, so... It's just...
So, just normal then.
Yep. So what's your AC, Elamir?
15.
Okay, so he throws the dagger and it kind of like lands next to you and then flies back up as he throws it again, and it's gonna hit you with a 20.
Doesn't he take damage just for holding it on his turn?
No, I have to use a bonus
Yeah,
action
he has
for
to
damage.
use his turn.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna take 7 piercing damage.
That's alright. Could this, by just perchance, could this by any means be considered elemental since the blade is hot?
What do you try and do?
I have an absorb elements skill.
Well, the damage that you're taking is not elemental. It's just from the dagger.
Okay,
The only time the,
just wanted to make sure.
dagger deals damage from being heated is when Levy intentionally does it.
Okay, and you said 7.
Yes.
Okay. Just exploring opportunities.
Hey, it's always good to ask. You never know what you can get away with.
Oops. All right. So next up is actually at the end of your turn. You see it as another dagger comes flying down, but it misses you. So now it is Levy's turn.
So is that
Okay.
my turn?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's your turn. I'm sorry. It's your turn, Elmer.
Can I do perception to see where it came from?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
It's 10.
10. Okay, I mean, it's coming from above you, but you're not really able to...
But I can't see him.
You can't make out a figure up there.
Okay. Can I shoot in the general direction, or is that
You could
waste of time?
You could shoot. It'd be a disadvantage, and you'd have to tell me where you want to shoot.
Okay. I'll save my arrow.
Okay.
I will, since you said there's stairs, I will go kind of here,
Okay.
off stage, but looking up. And then, well, not much else I can do there.
Okay. All right, Levy, you're up next.
Okay. It doesn't look like I have to have line of sight in order to heat this metal again as a bonus action. I don't know. It doesn't say anything.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
is that something that I can do? So then I guess I'll just heat his the metal dagger.
Yeah, I would think as long as it's in range, you should be good. Which
So I got a 6.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I guess, does that count as my spell for like my
no,
turn?
well, you're concentrating on it, so no, you could cast another spell.
Okay, so then I guess I'll do a a healing word on Steel Scar.
Okay.
Oh my god, another one. So I got heal him for 5.
All right.
Hey, I'll take anything at this point.
And I think, does he have to make another con save to keep holding the dagger?
You said you had to do it as a bonus action, right?
Well, it's,
Yeah, I mean, I bonus action
Yes.
his damage.
Yeah, he would have to
Yes,
if it's the
yes,
same
make another.
spell's activating.
So he rolled a 2, but he's going to use his legendary resistance to succeed on the roll.
Cool.
Obviously.
Cool.
All right. So we are back at the top. So at this point, you hear just this cackling laughter. Sorry, let me find where I am. As dice.
Oh, I think our stream froze except for everyone except Scott.
Yeah, Scott's the
Yeah.
only one moving on stream.
It's
We're
the
not.
Discord.
It's
Call
the,
them.
it's the Discord.
Discord.
I mean, we can move here. Yeah, because I don't know if Discord's tripping because like right now I have a good signal on it, but then
my
it's
stream. It's frozen on my Streamlabs.
Oh, weird.
weird.
Yeah, because I can see everyone in Discord actually moving.
Yeah,
everyone's
but
moving in Discord. Not sure what to do about that.
well, let's just keep.
I don't think you
Let's keep
can
going.
without killing the stream. Yeah.
Well, let's keep going. Okay, so give 1 second. Alright, so you just hear him laughing maniacally and cackling. God, sorry, I'm doing math in my head.
Math is hard.
It is, man, it is. Okay.
DM, quick question.
Yes, sir.
Is this still the same day from this morning when I went to go talk to?
Yes, it is.
Okay, darn it. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so
You hit roll 20 again.
I what?
You hit roll 20. Whatever hotkey
Dang it,
you
why
got
is it
set up.
doing that?
Whatever your hotkey
I'm
is,
not even
buddy.
on Streamlabs when it's hitting that. I need to remove that so I'm not switching between
Yeah,
them.
they're global.
Oh, they are. Oh, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, see, like right now, my video connection is like going down, and then it'll go back up, and then it'll go down. I think Discord's having issues.
Good old Discord.
Of course, all faithful.
There you go. Okay, so at this point you hear him laughing maniacally, and he's like, "I think it's time for another scene change." As you guys
Oh,
watch
no.
as the items on this map begin to change.
DM, don't do us like that. You mean to tell me all the damage I did not even kill him?
Did not.
Mm. Legendary.
Alright, so
I was trying to go for the one attack kill, like the one round kill.
Went all out, huh?
I did. I was mad.
Alright, so you guys watch as the scene changes again. So Steel Scar, I'm gonna need you to make a... God, my mouse is jacked up. Make a dexterity saving throw.
As I should. 16.
16. Okay, so you're gonna take... So you're gonna take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as the pieces on the stage move really quickly.
All right.
And you're able to dodge out of the way, but still take a hit.
That's a
and
lot of
he
damage.
says, "Oh, I need to remove that body in the back there." He's like, "And this is where our third encounter was. When you were too late to save your friend, Kiara. How did that make you feel? Did you feel guilty? Did it feel personal? I hope it did." Alright, we're back to Steel Scar. What would you like to do?
Would it be an action to use an item?
What are you wanting to do?
I want to use I have 2 regular healing potions.
Uh-huh. Yes, it would be an action to use your... yes.
Alright, yeah, I want to use one of my regular healing potions. I believe it's 2d4 plus 2 healing.
Okay.
Alright, so that'll be a total of 6 healed for that. And as a bonus action, I want to use my second wind and heal up some more.
Okay.
So that's 1d10 plus 4. Awesome. Oof, that's nice. Another 12 on top of that.
Nice.
Alright.
And as my movement, I'm just gonna book it right back here where out of the where the props go. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can book it all the way to the corner right here. Not
Okay.
down, but on the top side of it.
Okay. So you're just waiting there. Okay. So
Yeah.
at this point...
I'll move right there to be perfectly safe.
At this point, a dagger comes flying down toward Levy, and it's gonna miss. So the dagger lands right next to you on your side, and just goes ching, flying back up into the air. And
Okie
now we
dokie.
are to
Him probably, right?
the guy. Yep, him. All right. So on his turn. So he is going to...
What is he gonna do? Enlighten us. Oh, why did I move? You're doing this on purpose.
So he's gonna throw the dagger at. Yes, he's gonna throw it at Elamir, who's just in his range. So disadvantage. So that's gonna be a 20 to hit, not natural,
Yep.
and then a 21 to hit.
Yep.
All right.
Man, even with disadvantage? Damn.
Yes. I rolled well. So you can take 6 points of piercing damage and 7 points of piercing damage.
I have a question. Do we have any cover from like hiding behind this stage?
Or you, well... Are
Because
you
both
behind
me
the
and
stage?
Elamir are on the lower side. of
It would
the stage.
it would have given him like a +2 to his AC. It wouldn't have been enough, I would say.
Yeah, because I'm not up on the stage.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know
Yeah.
you hadn't climbed up there.
No, I have not climbed up.
Okay.
I have to make. I want to.
Okay, so he attacks and then begins to make his way this way. All right. Next up is Elamir.
Okay. I'll kind of run up back to where I was and take a shot.
Okay.
And we rolled a 15. But just in case, I'm going to use my inspiration.
There you go.
Yeah.
And 17.
Alright, that's a hit.
Cool. So then 7 plus 4, 11 damage.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Alright. And then, so at the end of his turn, he is going to make... By the way, he still looks like Steel Scar at this point. He's going to throw the dagger. Actually, no, I would say he doesn't have line of sight, so never mind. He's not going to throw a dagger. But he looks to ready himself. And so next up is Levy.
Cool. I'm gonna heat the dagger again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
I thought you said eat it.
10.
Throw it at me. Okay.
And
So you see the dagger. He's got to make a save.
Yep.
That's going to be a success. He rolled it. 15, adding in his Constitution. So yeah, he 17.
Okay, that's fine. He's just gonna keep holding onto that dagger. I mean, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing that he keeps holding on to it.
He seems attached to it.
I guess. But since Steel Scar is right next to me, I'm going to touch him and use Cure Wounds. So
Okay.
a D8 plus 4. 10 HP.
Oh yeah.
And then I want to like hunker down behind that stage.
Okay. Alright. So he is on his turn going to dash up this direction.
Oh shoot.
Alright, so he is up there. He's moving toward you. And we are back at the top. So at this point you watch as he once again kind of like just laughs maniacally as you watch as like some of his wounds begin to like seem to just start to seal up or something, like he's getting a second wind or something like that.
He's stealing your moves, Steel Scar.
As he heals up a bit more. And just continues to charge forward. Steel Scar, you're up.
Oh, alright. Oh, I've been messing up. I'm able to re-roll 1s and 2s on damage, and I didn't do that. That's fine. I could have put out more damage. Oh well.
And so, by the way,
anyways,
so as he's getting closer there, you can see that he looks hurt, but his wounds are sealing up, and he's like, kind of like, you can tell his voice is getting weaker in your head. And he's like, if I were to fall, I will be remembered in the hearts of the people who saw those that I murdered. I will not be forgotten. And you will not forget me.
alright. As I rush up, I just and as he says that, I want to rush up and scream the name. We heard this name, right? Gallum?
That was
Yeah,
one
that
of
was the playwright.
yeah.
The player. I just randomly blurred out Gallum, and then I am going to.
Again.
Come on, Cartons. I'm going to use as a bonus action. I will use Fighting Spirit,
Okay.
so I'll give myself 5 temporary hit points,
Okay.
and so Fighting Spirit on your turn. No, that's.
So you just get advantage on your attack.
I get advantage on my attacks. Where's my feet? Oh, right here. So I'm going to use. And so with that, I'm going to use Great Weapon Master
Okay.
again to try and hit him. It's plus, yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. It's gonna be a 19 total.
Okay, that's a hit.
Awesome. So it's gonna be 2d6 plus 4. So
Sweet,
that's
hitting.
10 plus 10. It's 20 damage to him.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna look at him and one more time say, "Would you happen to know Gallum?" See if I get any reaction from saying that name.
Yeah, so as you say that, his eyes kind of like widen for a second, but he seems dead set on what he's doing. Sorry, I lost my... God, I need a better way to track this stuff.
That's fine. Darn it. Alright. Fair enough.
So Steel Spear, you just went, and you did how much? You said 20?
20 total.
Okay. So he's looking, you run up and just like, once again, just slam your sword into him, and he's looking really hurt. And you just hear in your voice, he's like, "This theater was once my entire life. I was once a playwright for this magnificent place, but my dreams and ambitions all went up in flame when it went up in flame. Tell me, what do you do when the things you love go up in flame?" As he is going to dart around you, Steel Scar, so you get to make an attack.
Is he leaving my reach?
Yeah, he's moving over here. I guess he's technically not out of your reach.
Because he's not out of my reach there.
No, so he charges right up to Levy, and he just starts stabbing away at you, Levy.
Okay. Do I get bonus AC for being behind that cover?
He is jumping down to hit you.
Oh, so he's down below now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first hit's gonna miss. Second hit is going to be a 20. Not
Okay.
natural.
And that was with disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. How many?
So
and then I have to do
they
a
take
con save.
6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
What's the save for it?
Dude,
I don't actually know.
For concentration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either half of the damage or 10, whichever one is greater. Since you
I
only
got
did
a
6
10.
damage, there you go. You save. You would save.
So you kept it. Okay. All right. So the dagger is still heated up. All right, and then that was his turn. He's just gonna stand there in front of you, Levy. And
Cool.
So now it is Elamir's turn.
All right, your roll 20's hidden again, by the way.
Dang it. There.
Cool. All right, so I'll move up just a hair, and I will take a shot again at fake Steel Scar.
Okay.
That is a 15.
That is a miss. So you take the shot and it just dodges out of the way as it misses him.
Okay, let me see.
No bueno.
It's more AC than real Steel Scar.
I'll cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
Oh, if you would have let us know you had Hunter's Mark, we would have reminded you.
Yeah.
That's the
So-
one thing you want to cast first.
So at the end of Elamir's turn, he's going to stab again at you, Levy. What is your AC?
14.
14. Alright, you rolled a natural 1, so you're able to avoid the attack.
Cool.
So next up is Levy.
Woo! Heat that metal.
Alright.
12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
Yep. And then, as my second attack, I guess, so this is a bonus action. For my actual action, I will. Most of my stuff is saves, and I feel like you could probably beat all my saves. Screw it, I can try it anyways. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on him. So a DC of 14.
Okay. What does that do?
Wisdom, it's just a psychic attack.
And he has to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. So he rolled a 16. What's your save?
14.
14, alright, so he succeeds.
So you still take half as much damage.
Okay.
So it's 3d6. So I rolled a 10, so you take 5 more damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Ooh. So
kill
since
a
I'm
crazy
killing him
man.
with a psychic attack, I just want to like have him like have his eyes just kind of like they're already white, and I just want them to like blacken over, and then just have him crumble.
Okay. So as you do this, his eyes just, blacken, and he reaches out his hand towards you and just like puts it up to your face and is like, "Don't forget about me, Leviticus," as he just falls down on the ground, dead.
And then as soon as he dies, I just want to. Does anyone know who this guy is? Like, what?
He was probably Gellum. Probably.
Oh man. All right. Well, that hurt like hell.
Yeah. I was under 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I take his dagger?
You can take it, yeah.
Yes.
And are there 11 more just sitting around somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just piled in the corner. He was actually throwing all 12 instead of returning to him. So you pick up the dagger. Let me stop the music.
Okay. Great. So we need to go tell the guard what happened.
Because we just murdered somebody.
Well, that was definitely self-defense.
Self-defense, but
Do you see how messed up we are? That was self-defense.
yeah, we were stabbed.
We also
times.
should probably check out what else is around here, because since this is, I'm sure, his home base, there might be some more information, because it would make for a better story to figure out what was going on.
Very true, very true.
And at the end of the day, the news must get printed.
Well, he did say that he once sought to be a great writer for this theater until it burned down. And if we remember correctly, what we were told, this individual named Gallum prided himself in his writing as well. So maybe something happened during the fire that transformed him, if it's even him. But maybe we can take the body with us and have Doring interrogate it.
That might be a good idea. And I don't know. Also, if we could check around this area, these crazy types usually leave some kind of manifesto or something.
Okay.
Yeah, we can explore the theater, see what we can find. Maybe we can find some clues as to what his purpose was.
Okay. So for the sake of brevity, go ahead and roll. Everyone roll investigation. See what you can find.
Natural 20, baby.
Nice.
17.
Why can't I roll more of those when I attack, though?
Because we're journalists.
We're journalists, not attackers.
It's natural 20 minus 1, 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Levy?
21.
21. Okay, so you guys begin to walk around the theater and just investigating up on the catwalks. And you're able to find like a small room, and in it you find like a small cot and a small table, and you find like a book on that table. And as you kind of start to leaf through this book, you begin to understand what in the world was going on with this guy. So he was Gallum, the playwright, and basically as you're leafing through it, you read about how he was this budding playwright, and then the theater burned down, and he was like badly wounded in the fire, but he felt that no one was looking for him after it. And so as you're going through, you're seeing just this descent into madness about how he is going to put on the greatest play ever. And he sets about killing people to actually put on his play. And part of that play was he needed some heroes who were going to stop him, because in this play he was the villain. And he had, for whatever reason, locked onto you guys and had decided that you guys would be the heroes of his story.
Great.
I look at Levy and I'm like, so, any idea how he figured out your name, Leviticus?
Yeah, well, that's what, people that aren't friends call me that, and you guys are more friends than he ever would be.
That is the first time I hear that name.
It's not a name I love going by. There's a lot of history with it, so...
No worries, I'll stick to Levy.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I don't know where he would have heard that. I only used it once, and didn't expect to hear it again. So
You do remember that Sergei told you that it was possible for doppelgangers to seem to
know
pluck things from your mind.
Yeah, exactly. So he plucked my name.
What you also find in this room is you find some nice pieces of artwork that looks like he might have saved that were in this theater. You find 3 pieces of artwork that are kind of leaning against the wall.
We should probably take this back. Might be of some value too to the city.
Can you tell us what they depict, if they're anything of significance?
Most of them just seem to be plays that may have taken place in this theater.
Okay.
Are they like the poster for the play or something like that? Almost.
2 of them are. One of them seems to be a depiction of a play itself, something on stage.
Cool.
All right. So should I carry this body back with us in case
Yes, definitely.
Captain Doring?
Absolutely.
I'll pick up the body and he's back to his regular form, right?
He's back to his regular form. He's not Steel
Is
Scar.
he bigger than Steel Scar?
No. You mean when he was Steel Scar, was he bigger than
No,
Steel
no.
Scar?
And on his regular form, is he
he's
bigger
the
than?
same size. Or he's a medium creature. He's a little smaller than you.
Okay, so can I try to carry him,
Yeah, you can carry
lob
him.
him over my shoulder?
Yep.
All right, so I'll do that.
And then we can walk back, stop at the guard, and drop it off, and give our report to the guard because they're
throw
in
his
it.
body.
Tell him. Yeah, so we'll head back to the guardhouse.
There we go. All right, I think that's a good spot to wrap up this session then.
Yep.
All right.
All right, it's been frozen this entire time on the stream.
It has.
Technology's fun.
Sorry if anyone's
all good.
watching.
Sorry, guys, but if you listen to this on iTunes, you won't have
know.
that issue.
All right, well, awesome. Yeah, we're going to wrap up this stream. This was episode 7 of Adventure with Advantage. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time.